They had me on the bench, but now I'm shooting like an athlete. Headshots closed, casket leaving so cold.
Houston spring break HIV crisis. 4D Shams.
Right about now, you're probably asking, Shams, what is this blurred out clip? What are we looking at right now? Well, if you couldn't guess from the context on screen, that was two couples having sex in a car. Okay, I don't know if it'd be completely accurate to call them a couple. They might be complete strangers that just met a couple hours before. But to just explain the clip, we got one couple doing it in the front and then another couple doing it in the back of the car. In a fishbowl, completely see-through, in a very busy street with cars crossing, people crossing, no shame at all. I'm sorry, but I don't think you should ever be this comfortable with your friends to the point where you're smashing in the same car. Private parts out, pheromones mixing, smelling like bodily fluids getting everywhere. That is devious work. And you know, at least these people didn't record themselves, and it was some strangers who recorded them and posted it online. But sadly, I can't say the same for them. First night in Houston. Bro's laid up with his first baddie. First day in Houston. First day in Houston. Let's see what the comments are saying real quick. Ooh, he got my old eater. I know was good. Not only do we have men and women kissing and telling and having no shame that they're getting cracked, that they're cracking people on the first night or first day, we also got people leaving reviews like it's Yelp or something. Now, I did do some further investigation into this video, and it turns out that that girl was actually, I think, his girlfriend. There's a guy whose picture's going around the internet who apparently caught every single STD at Houston spring break.
Yes, Wizzy was the Juice WRLD.
Now, this obviously looks like some AI scare tactic to get people to kind of slow down a bit. And I genuinely hope that as many people as possible do end up believing this story. And hopefully they start changing their sexual habits and practice abstinence. And if we're fortunate, maybe even celibacy, because I definitely want to see more people get married this generation. And look, even though the guy catching every STD was probably some AI made up story, stuff like people catching multiple STDs, even HIV after one sexual encounter definitely happens. Brief intermission, y'all. I'm here with an opportunity for y'all to make money.
I gotta feed my cat soon.
Or hit the
I was diagnosed with HIV, syphilis, herpes, trichomoniasis, and chlamydia. So, of course, we was talking for 2 months before we decided to end up and get a hotel together for 4 days. And, of course, we messed around an exuberant amount of times. So, on the last day of checkout, he decided to leave early. I didn't think nothing of it. So, like a little over a month, you guys, I had symptoms. I had dark spots from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet, as well as bumps from the top of my head to the bottom of my feet. I had sores in certain areas of my body. I had blotches and bumps on the inside of my mouth. My tongue was swollen. My tonsils were swollen. My glands were swollen. I had open sores on my hand where you could see the white meat in my hands. My navel was very scabby, and it had like a slimy feel to it, and it had a discharge itself. My private part was swollen. I had greenish and reddish looking sores around my area. They looked like they were boiling and pussy. I had a discharge that smelled like a seafood boil sitting in a trash can for over a week. And I had bumps in the front and back of my area.
Mind you, these people spend
Yeah.
2 months getting to know each other. They were talking for 2 months, and he still ended up catching multiple STDs. Now imagine the type of risk that you're taking with these one-night stands. These people who you might not ever see again in your life. You don't know a lick of their background. You don't know if they're telling you the truth. They
Stop it. I'm gonna eat after.
can make up a whole new identity, and you're just giving them access to the most sacred part of your body. Honestly, this whole Houston spring break thing never made sense to begin with, because you got these 20, 30, even 40-year-olds flying out to Houston. Houston. Out of all the other locations with beautiful beaches and natural sights, they picked Houston. Now sure, some people may have had the excuse of going to the Houston rodeo, but even that had its own scandal with people not knowing.
Yeah, don't worry. I'm gonna see you, Jay. Thanks for popping in.
How to dress properly in a place where there were kids present. They literally had to put a dress code in place because people were wilding. But back to the topic though. We got these college students in their 20s who are flying out to Houston, probably pinching together their last pennies to try to make that trip and be able to afford the Airbnb. And side note, there's probably some friendships that didn't survive Houston spring break. Because
Definitely
there's
not.
always the friend who barely scraped by to make the trip, and then the friend who's financially literate, financially responsible. And once the friend group finds out who that is, they expect them to pay for a bunch of things, and that usually leads to a fallout. It's the same reason a lot of friend groups
literally.
don't survive Miami. But yeah, so
It's
we got
a
the
lot
college
because of
students in
Nick.
their
No,
20s
it's not because of money. I don't know why he's putting it all on money though. It's literally because of egos too.
who are actually on spring break. And then we got the people who are pushing 30 or are already 30, who are using their financial position and the fact that they're further along in life to basically flex on the younger people and compete with people who are just starting off in life. And these cornballs are calling themselves the Houston final bosses.
That's what it is, bro.
Oh yeah, I saw this.
No way you can-
I saw this shit.
Hate on this shit, nigga. Everybody trying to come to Houston. Everybody keep making these TikTok videos about coming to Houston, this and the third, trying to get up with these bitches and shit like that, and try to have fun with these hoes.
And they were defending and talking about the hoes, and they probably got all kind of STIs and shit.
The main thing y'all leaving out is the people who live in fucking Houston that you're gonna have to run into. You are the fucking final.
Why is
boss.
his face
If we're
twitching?
outside, kiss your bitch goodbye, nigga. Hey, kiss her goodbye. This shit is already solidified for us on this motherfucker.
Competing with college boys in their teens and early 20s at your prehistoric age
Nah, that ass, bro. I'd be out of there too. I'm not gonna lie.
is insane. At what point do people start thinking about settling down and starting a family? I swear it feels like recently for people to settle down, they have to unintentionally get someone pregnant. And look, I'm wondering this, and you're probably wondering this too. Where are these people's parents? Because there's no way these parents are letting their kids wild out in Houston like this, right? And you see, that's what I'd hoped would be the case. But when we got people who look like they could be parents themselves talking like this, I'm starting to think otherwise.
What's the craziest thing you've done on spring break?
Suck on the airplane, period.
Like in the bathroom or like?
Nope. Right in the seat.
In front of
Because I'm
people?
a Pisces. He kept
Oh, no,
calling.
no. I'm a Pisces shot. We don't do that. What the fuck is she talking about, bro? We don't do that.
He kept calling. I said, hey, that was a one-time thing.
Oh, you didn't know him?
Pisces said no.
And you know what makes this situation that much more crazier? People were actually struggling. You know, if people went over there and were having a jolly old time, I'd probably mind my business and not even make this video. No, actually, I probably still would have made this video. Okay, but seriously though, I saw way too many people crowded at gas stations, standing on random streets, literally looking stranded, looking dilapidated. People standing outside of these clubs that were asking egregious prices. And the thing is, I can't even blame these clubs because there was such an influx of people that they probably had to raise the prices.
So they said they not letting nobody else in, and they over here still trying to charge people $200 to $600.
$600?
Yo, look at the fucking line, y'all. Like,
Yo, y'all niggas need to realize that the club is not that important, bro. Like, why are people like trying to get into the club for $200 to $600, bro? That's crazy.
shit is fucking crazy as fuck. Pink House, Houston.
When there's such a high demand, prices have
I
to
even said the name of the place. I didn't only ping it, by the way.
go up because buildings have capacity. And on top of the outrageous prices for sections and bottles, I'm talking thousands of dollars. Apparently some clubs were also scamming people.
We sold our event on sections, not those tickets. Those are not our tickets. I don't know, man. I mean, I'm only handling my shit. Nobody booked sections through Eventbrite through us. You're right, bro. They booked the Bottom Girls, not Eventbrite. How you gonna tell me how to run my job?
People were paying thousands of dollars to reserve a section online. and
Mine
then
was
when they showed
mine
up to
was the
club-
pink ping. Mine was the pink ping. I don't know about that game though specifically. I don't remember because it changes color.
The club owners were claiming that the reservation was never made or was non-existent. And get this, there were people who still went ahead and paid.
I got scammed out of $20,000 this weekend at a Houston club. So we booked a section for like Saturday. It's $4,000 for the section, and it comes with 2 bottles. So we get to the door, and we're like, I'm showing them my text messages on my phone and my deposit and all that type of stuff. And they were like, well, Alicia quit. Alicia quit yesterday. I was like, I've been talking to her today. We already just texted her and told her we're on the way, and she was like, cool. And I said that. I showed them that, and they were like, well, she stopped working yesterday. So they say the only thing we can do is try to get you another section, and you're gonna have to
As
pay.
I said, I don't remember the color of the ping. Are you deaf, you dummy? Like, literally, I'm getting annoyed. Like, why are we even still talking about this? At the end of the day, I still blame you. Nothing is gonna change my mind. I blame you. Like, nothing is gonna change my mind. You're blamed, nigga. Like, what? I'm a grown-ass man. You think your words are gonna change my mind?
Additional $4,000. I paid it. I didn't want to fight with those people at the door. I didn't want to make us look like, you know what I'm saying? I didn't want to make us look crazy. It's a group of us. We just got out of the black truck. The paparazzi guy we booked, he just...
Exactly. So I'm not blue. How can mine be blue? If you did, that means you didn't see mine. That's a you problem. You're just proving the fact that you're an idiot and you just didn't see the ping. You're making yourself look more dumb with what you're saying. It doesn't make sense. So that means you just didn't see my ping because you're just not even fucking... Yeah, nigga, you shut up. Nigga, you're just a fucking idiot and you can't fucking be aware of your surroundings. You don't know how to look at a map? You don't know how to look at the fucking edges of your screen?
Start taking pictures.
I even said the name. I even said the name of the map, bro. Leave me alone, bro. You're gonna get timed out.
Just got out of the black truck. The paparazzi guy we booked, he just started taking pictures, and it's looking like a moment. And now you're telling me that in this moment, I don't have a section that I paid $4,000 for, and I need to pay another $4,000. I was like, cool. So I paid the other $4,000 because I know we would try to get that stuff back from the manager or whatnot, and I have all the receipts. So we get in the club, an hour and 30 minutes go by. They're telling us that our time is up, and they sold the section
Your time
again.
is up?
Stay tuned for part 2.
There's no reason you should be this eager, this pressed to get into a club, to get into a section, just for you to stand on top of the chairs, pay for some overpriced bottles, and mean mug everyone else in the building. Because let's be honest, when people get sections nowadays, that's what they do. Nobody's going to a dance floor, talking to other people, getting to know people. It's just a big flex fest. People having bottle wars, flexing their shiny jewelry, and missing the most important part of the club, which I thought was
social.
Supposed to be having fun, getting to know people, dancing. Yeah, all that goes out the window. And you know what? At the end of the day, all this nonsense about getting into clubs being overpriced, people not enjoying the trip, in the bigger scheme of things, all that stuff doesn't matter.
Exactly.
You can literally just chalk it up to a bad experience and eventually you forget about it. But the real issue is we have people who made decisions that have permanent effects. People who went and had reckless, unprotected sex with strangers whose sexual history they know nothing about.
You,
and what's even scarier is a lot of people don't even know how to take care of their sexual health. A lot of these people are going to go back to their hometowns and maybe the next day or that same week they're going to get tested. Their tests are going to come back negative, saying that they don't have any STD. They're going to proudly showcase this negative result. But whole time, they don't even know that there's a time period that you have to wait before those things even show up on your test results. So now there's people who might go months or years without ever getting tested again. And whole time, they think they don't have any STD, when in reality, their body might be deteriorating on the inside, but they haven't shown any symptoms. Or we might have girls who might go home pregnant thinking that because they took the contraceptive Plan B pill that they're not pregnant. They're safe from the consequences of their reckless sexual endeavors. Whole time they didn't even know that Plan Bs have a certain weight limit after which they become less effective. Like, I'm genuinely terrified by the prospects of all the horrible things that can stem from this Houston spring break. Because Houston's STD rates were already bad as is, excluding the spring break event. So I can't even begin
to... So it was bad before?
Fathom the aftermath of this spring break event.
In honor of spring break and all y'all going to Houston, I'm going to tell y'all what the STD rate has been from 2025 to 2026 in case you decided to go out there and hunch. Syphilis has surged all the way up to 79% in the year 2025 leading into 2026. HIV has surged and increased in 17%. Gonorrhea, chlamydia has surged 32%. And the ages are from 15 to 24 years old with that. All the hot spots, where they're saying like the main sources of these STDs are coming from: Montrose, downtown, OST, South Union
That's
area.
crazy, and you're not wrong.
The demographic
Wolf.
is black people, Hispanics, whites, ranging from the ages 15 to 35.
With that being said, though, if you made this far, I appreciate you.
Black people, Hispanics, and whites. So what about the Asians? What about the island? Okay, well, black people.
Like, comment, subscribe, and please subscribe to my reaction channel 4D Shams Live. It'll be linked below. Also show love to my Twitch. I'll be dual streaming on there and on YouTube at the same time. And last but not least, make sure you follow me on Instagram if you want to keep up with my life. Appreciate y'all for watching. 4D Shams from the world. I'm out.